nationally in the U.S., where our huge fan base is, we've never had a number one song. When you think of all the songs that people know from the band, that's an amazing thing. Without ever having a number one song, and we're not way up on the scale of record sales. You know, we've sold about 30 million records worldwide. That's nice. That's good.
Yeah.
But that's Beyonce has sold 70 million, and she's only been out here for what, 3 or 4 years or whatever, et cetera, et cetera. When people come up to us and they say, "You're my favorite band of all time," that's humbling, because we're not my favorite band of all time. As proud as I am, my favorite band of all time is a list of 20 bands that go back to Beatles, Stones, so on and so forth. For people to have us in the same category as bands like that, Stones have been around for over 40 years now. They're still kicking butt. The Who, the Guess Who, the on and on and on. I'd leave somebody out, that Beach Boys, blah blah blah. That's humbling, and it's just as important to them that we make sure that Reminiscing sounds as good to them tonight as it did to them when they first heard it, and that's where we get our work ethic from. We could let it slide. And we aren't the same people, and we don't do it the same way that it was done 30 years ago. And some people say, bless you for not doing it the way you did it 30 years ago, and some people want it the way it was 30 years ago. But regardless, the music is still very important. And you're right, we don't know who we touch, but out of nowhere, a guy comes up to us and he's a tank driver. Drove a tank in Iraq, first Gulf War. They had a CD player in the tank, and they had one CD. They played Help Is On Its Way on the way out, and they played Cool Change every night on the way back. And they said, "That's what you mean to me." Girls standing watching us one night, 22, 23 years old, streaming tears. Other people dancing, partying, whatever. She's just standing there, just bawling her eyes out. And she said, "For me, I'm sure you've heard from lots of people that your music was direct to them. Your music to me was a backdrop, because my parents played your music. So every year, your song, your new song or your new CD represents to me the year that my dad got sick, the year that he got better, and my brother went away to fight in the war, so on and so forth." So from age 6 through 15 or 20, it was the backdrop for her stuff. And we get that every night. I'm sure all bands get that every night if it's that kind of music. But that's what we should be really proud of, you know.